Hello there, and thank you so much for joining me today for my review of the all-new 2022 Hyundai Santa Cruz. Before I continue with the review though, I just want to give a big shout out to our friends at Tripod Photo and Video Marketing on Vancouver Island. We're happy to be one of their clients and always gives a hand with putting these videos together. If you're in the Nanaimo area looking for professional photo, video, and drone services, they can help. Link to their website will be in a pinned comment below. The Hyundai Santa Cruz is certainly an unconventional vehicle. In fact, funnily enough, it doesn't even have its own category. The closest is probably the crossover SUV category. For those who may not know, it's not a full-on pickup truck like say F-150 or Chevy Silverado. It doesn't have the drivetrain or towing capabilities of a truck-based platform. In fact, the Hyundai Santa Cruz shares its platform with the Hyundai Tucson, which is a unibody all-wheel drive vehicle. The Santa Cruz does have a 4.5-foot bed, and it does share a striking resemblance to a mid-size pickup like a Toyota Tacoma or a Nissan Frontier. That said, if you're looking for the very best for off-roading, towing, hauling, and tough use, the Santa Cruz may not be the best choice. It's still not bad though, with the base towing capacity of 3,500 pounds, and up to 5,000 you go with the turbocharged 2.5-liter engine. As for payload, Hyundai advertises it can carry up to 1,700 pounds. Again, not shabby, but still less than what you would get on a full truck platform. So why would Hyundai create this brand new vehicle for the 2022 model year if it isn't the best on paper? Well, I had the opportunity to drive this vehicle in a nutshell and know exactly why. Not everyone needs a vehicle that can tow a house up the side of Mount Everest or get you through 3 feet of mud. In fact, in my opinion, if you live in a city like Vancouver or Toronto, a full-size pickup can actually be unwieldy in the tight urban sprawl. Sometimes you just want a vehicle that can perfectly mix outdoor activities with city slicker life. The Santa Cruz, in my opinion, is actually the optimal mix of fuel economy, towing, and on and off-road performance. Because it doesn't have a truck platform, the unibody suspension makes for a killer drive experience. The cabin is quiet, even at high speed, and it's just one of the most stable SUVs I've ever had the pleasure of driving. The engine is super punchy, and I love every moment behind the wheel. The Santa Cruz is the perfect crossover pickup that you could own in a city while still providing you the ability to go off-road and tow. If you had a truck, you generally lose out on handling and fuel economy. Now that we kind of got that out of the way, let's move to the interior and see how the Santa Cruz rates. Right away, the interior for the Santa Cruz is basically nearly identical to the 4th generation Hyundai Tucson, and that's not a bad thing. Hyundai is obviously a South Korean company, but the Santa Cruz was actually designed in California, hence the name. What I mean by that is I feel that the interior, which I may add is excellent, really melts together a Californian design style with the tech you associate from South Korean companies. There are a lot of things I like about this interior, especially when it comes to tech. For example, the dash is actually a full screen, which is awesome, and I love seeing the gauges change when you switch drive modes. The screen is a great touch and also lets you see relevant vehicle information. Another really cool touch is that when you signal left or right, there are cameras that come on which let you see your blind spots. Again, an advantage of having a full digital screen as the instrument cluster. As for the seating, the seats are fully leather and they are heated and cool. The Santa Cruz has the heated seats and heated steering wheel button right next to the driver, which is a good spot to be. Also want to give a big shout out to the excellent leather wrapped steering wheel that was super ergonomic and definitely a nice high-end touch. As said before, it is heated. In the center console, you find the shifter as well as the driver and train modes, hill descent assist, the parking brake, brake hold, as well as a 360 camera button which will activate all the cameras and allow you to see around the car. Now here's kind of where things can go either way. The infotainment and dual climate control systems are all touch-based instead of traditional knobs and buttons. While this makes this car look like it's something out of Blade Runner, I still prefer buttons rather than touch-sensitive swipes. What I do like though is the infotainment system, which is awesome. The home screen is just super elegant and actually would change to the weather conditions, so if it's sunny, the whole infotainment system will take on a sunny visual, which is really cool. From here you have audio, phone, and navigation, but overall the infotainment is just superb and full of awesome features. As for sound, on my model it was provided by a Bose premium sound system. So now that we've kind of got the inside cover, let's jump out back and take a look at the bed. On the Santa Cruz, the bed is 4.5 feet, which is plenty usable, but obviously smaller than a full-size pickup. The tailgate is assisted, so it doesn't fall and slam onto the bumper, which is nice. There's a lockable, rollable tonneau cover available. Overall, I found the bed fine, exactly as one would expect, nothing less. There are mounting points inside as well as LED lights, which are helpful, especially at night. Now that we covered the interior and bed, let's talk about how the Santa Cruz handles. The first thing I want to cover is the engine. My review model had the 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine which put out 277 horsepower. This engine is awesome. It's mated to an 8-speed dual clutch automatic transmission and Hyundai's H-Track all-wheel drive system. When it comes to the power, the Santa Cruz just rips. When you press on the gas, the low end torque is really impressive and there's almost no turbo lag. The Santa Cruz can pull 0 to 60 in 6 seconds flat, which is pretty quick for an SUV. The dual clutch transmission has lightning quick shifts and it is excellent. However, sometimes I did notice some quirks. For example, when starting a hill, sometimes the transmission had some hard shifts on the start, but this wasn't a common occurrence. On the road, the Santa Cruz is one of the most stable crossover SUVs I've ever driven. The Santa Cruz literally feels like it's driving on train tracks, it's that good. This ain't no 1984 Dodge pickup. This thing feels closer to a sports car than a truck in all the right ways. Around corners, the independent suspension just hugs the road and has a really super flat driving profile. Road feel is present. I really can't say enough great things about how this thing handles. It may be a crossover SUV, but the Santa Cruz drives closer to a sports car. It's that good. The cabin is also quiet even at highway speeds and suspension is perfectly balanced, so it's not too harsh but at the same time it's taut enough around corners. Fuel economy is reported at 23 miles per gallon combined. So that's my review in a nutshell. I love my time with the Santa Cruz and I really think it's a perfect vehicle if you need a pickup style body but you live in a city. It's comfortable, loaded with awesome tech, and drives like a total dream. Even if you think you want a truck instead, you gotta at least try one of these things. They are awesome and we never go back to a full-size pickup again, they're that good. Thanks for watching, tune in next time for another review from the Student Driver Car Reviews. If you like what you saw today, please feel free to leave a like or a sub. Thank you so much.